So if you look at the code that we have here, I import turtle, import sys, which I don't need. I create a screen, I create a turtle. I set the shape to turtle. There's different shapes. You could do circle, triangle, I think. You could do arrow, and I think that's about it, right? So I'm going to do turtle, or you could do like the stock shape. And then here I set my turtle's color, and if you notice here in the color method, I have two arguments. So I have the word red and I have the word purple. So I think most of you have been using the color method with just one argument, so just red. What does that do? That sets the pen color of the turtle to red, right? But if I do a second argument and I do purple, this sets the fill color, right? And then down here I begin my fill, draw my triangle, and then I end my fill, which should draw a red outline on the triangle and fill it up with the color purple. So I run it, you can see the red outline, and you could see the color purple with the turtle shape on the cursor. Also, you want to notice here that I commented these 4 lines out, and the way you comment multiple lines is you use 3 quotation marks to signify the beginning of the comments, 3 quotation marks, single quotation marks to signify the end of the comments, and then over here we do number signs for the comments. Okay, so one thing that I want to go over is the fact that you can choose any color that's available of the millions of colors, which is not to say I could put here like a neon green, right? Because Python only has a certain set number of words that you can use to represent colors. So there's only like, I think there's a list of them. You can Google it, but we can use Photoshop, right? So let's go ahead and come here. I need my palette, so I go to Window and I say Colors, I believe, or Tools. Where are you? Tools. Okay, so I get this guy here. I click on my palette, and if I click on any of these colors, you'll notice there's 2 things. One is that there is RGB, and the way that works is we have a bucket of red, a bucket of green, a bucket of blue, and these are the amounts that you are mixing together to get this color here, right? The max is 255, and if we 255 everything, then we get white, and if we 0 everything, we get black, and every combination in between is a different color on the spectrum. Okay, so that's one way to do it, and the way that we represent that color here is we can say, well, let's go ahead and go to Photoshop. You can see here's 5, 245, 245, and we get this neon, or I don't know what it is, light sky blue. So let's do the fill color, and the way that goes is you do 2 parentheses and you say 5, what was it again, 245, 245, so 245, 245, and then I run that guy and I get that same fill color. Okay, the most common way to use RGB, because it's a big clumsy number, is we make a variable for it, and so we come out here and we say light blue equals that expression here, and then we use this variable where we want it in our program. Okay, so that's one way to do this. Another way is Photoshop represents colors in 6-digit number letter combinations. The numbers go from 0 to 9, and the letters go from A to F. Okay, so if you notice, as I click around here, the 6-digit number letter combination changes, and that's another way that Photoshop represents colors and gives us the ability to choose from the millions and millions of colors that are available, right? So how do we use this in our programs? Well, right here in the double quotes, you say number sign and the 6-digit number letter combination. Okay, so then if you notice, the pen color is red, but it will change to this dark brown, and I come over here and I run it, and now the pen color is that dark brown. Okay, and again, we usually set our colors out here as constant variables because they are not going to change, right? And we signify constant variables with all capitals. So light blue is not going to change throughout the duration of the program, neither is brown, so we have all caps. And when we do this, we need to, of course, put parentheses, or I'm sorry, double quotes around the expression. And then here we're going to use the variable brown, and I run it, and that's what we get. I change that both arguments to brown, and I get brown, brown, brown filled with brown. So that's the way you're going to get your different colors on the screen and not just be limited to the 10 or 13 that are available on Python.